What is good, y'all? Thank y'all. Come on up in here. Come on into the hive, yo. We got some good stuff we finna talk about today. Look, whatever you eating on, whether it's popcorn, whatever, I tell y'all, put your popcorn in the comment section. Hell, if you ain't eating no popcorn, still put it in the comment section, y'all, because we got a lot of stuff to cover today. A lot of good stuff. Now, two things I want to clear up real quick. One, I'm really just trying to understand, y'all, because there was a comment. It was a non-common sense comment in the comment section, y'all. And I'm just trying to make sense of it because me, myself, and I have common sense, but I could not make sense of this comment. Now, one, Queen B. I took my nickname and added Queen to it. Okay. So that's my nickname, Queen B. I let my day one subscribers name the family channel, which is Hives. Okay. And they're the bees. Okay. Queen B, bees, hive. All right. Okay. I just want y'all to follow me real quick. Why did this person put in the comment section, y'all? I can't get down with hives. That's when I get ready to leave because you witch and warlock. Let me tell y'all something. Not understanding how you get hive, queen bee, honey, bees, witch and warlock. Secondly, I'm a God-fearing woman. I don't play with those things. So please, don't put that ish on me, okay? Remove yourself. So that's one thing, y'all. I'm just trying to make sense of it. I'm like, how you get witch and warlock out of hives, bees, queen bee reacts? Like, I can't make this stuff up. Please use common sense, y'all. It's free. Find it. It's there. Find it. Anywho, secondly, y'all, a lot of folks are getting upset with Trump because, you know, he signed an executive order saying federal workers need to go back to work. Now, in case y'all didn't know, Doge is taking over extremely and they ain't playing no games. When I tell y'all they are doing a pure cleaning from the top to the bottom, they done already cleaned out USAID and now they're working their way to the IRS and so many other places. And they discovered that federal were literally funding illegals. Yes, y'all. Yes, illegals. Furnishing them out. Apartments, everything you can think of. From Medicaid to education to anything you can think of that we the people have to pay for monthly. No discounts, no nothing. The bills just keep on coming. Meanwhile, people are living rent-free and all of that. And when I say furnished, y'all, I mean furnished out, baby. So Trump signed an executive order stating like, hey, it's time to get up off your butts and get on back to work. Okay. Now, let me remind y'all, a lot of people are upset because he did that. Right. But he wasn't the first to do it. It was Biden that told the federal workers to get back to work, get up off their butts and get back to work. And guess what they did? Oh, shut up, bimbo. Shut up, grandpa. We ain't listening to you. Da, 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 da. We just going to sit right here. Okay. And I guess he was just like, oh, well, you know what I'm saying? But it's different when you have some authority that walks through the building and signs the executive order and say, get up off y'all tails and get back to work. All right. So with that being said, if y'all don't believe me, then I'm gonna let my girl right here break it down for the ones who don't know in the back. Let's get into it.
They tell us that Trump is the one who ordered federal workers back to the office and he's to blame for separating mothers from their children.
Come on.
Do you see this date? March 1st, 2022. He used his State of the Union to call feds back to work. And again, February 20, what is this? August 2023.
23.
White House urges federal workers to return to office this fall. August 2023. He begged again for you all to go back to work.
Come on.
You just been begging. And then federal employees just flat out tell Biden no. In April of this year, they said, no, we're not coming back to work.
Okay, come on.
So here's the thing. Trump isn't the first person to tell y'all butts to go back to work. Here's the thing. He said it with his chest because Biden begged y'all for years to go back to work. He begged you to come back to work. And because you all didn't actually respect him or care what he was talking about, you just said, no, we're not going. But see, Trump isn't taking no for an answer. So either you go back to work or you don't have a job. That's the difference. But he was not the first person to tell you all to go back to work. Biden has been begging for years, literally. Check the receipts and stop lying. I'm doing these videos because I really do think it's the strangest thing to watch how liberals lie. My comments have been flooded with people saying that Trump is separating mothers from their children and forcing them to go back to work. That is not the case. Biden wanted people to go back to work a long time ago. And if you are a federal worker, that is your job. You don't just work for the state, you work for the federal government. Yeah, you need to go back to work.
Come on, get up off them butts.
It's like, I don't understand what the disconnect is. If you don't want to actually go back to work in person, then you need a different job. It is as simple as that. This liberal mindset of, if I don't like how something is going, I'm just going to force them to do what I want. That is a toddler mindset. And I'm seeing a lot of this in the way that people comment back and talk in general. They act like toddlers. It's like a mine, I want my way type thing. No, you're not going to have a job. But at the end of the day, I do want you all to understand that Trump is not the first person to say this. He didn't just all of a sudden demand that federal workers come back to the office. Biden's been begging for years, and you all spat in his face. Your face.
Boom. Point blank, period. You get what I'm saying? Need I go anymore? Yeah, let's just keep going, y'all. Because these folks, they got stuff messed up. So Trump signed executive order forcing entitled federal employees to show up for work. Get y'all butts up and get back to work. Hell, we got to do it. Hell, sometimes I don't feel like getting up going to work. But I do, because we have to do it. The hell? Let's get it.
Sir, the next item, as you announced in your speech, is a requirement that federal workers return to full-time in-person work immediately.
Let go. Show it, Trump. Show it. Yup. Point blank, period, y'all. Back to work. Now, federal workers stating they are declaring a war on Trump administration within government. Yeah, they were doing that, y'all. And this is all before, okay? Well, we're going to be fast forwarding to now, all right? So let's get into it. This is the before, and I'm about to show y'all the after. Let's get into it.
You need to be going after the people that are targeting and harassing Doge. You need to be going after them. How about you actually show that you want to do something for the American people, something that you should be doing, something you should have been doing all along, going after actual criminals. I don't recall anyone from J6 doing things like that. But now we're seeing, look at this. And it's going up. Federal workers actively stating that they're declaring war on the Trump admin from within the government. And this is the post. I'm actually going to read this. So this isn't my words. This is the words of this post. To my fellow feds, especially veterans, we're at war. We watched this goon try to overthrow the government on live TV 4 years ago. Now we're witnessing him try to overthrow it from within. We are the last line of defense against fascism. If we leave, we'll be replaced by loyalists. Read Project 2025. And for the love of God, please believe what is written, because that is what is happening. All the EOs are directly from that document. Oh my gosh, listen to this. We are being led by the same types of people our grandparents fought against in World War II. Are you seeing this? Are seeing this, folks? This is the type of person, and I've been there. I was an intelligence officer inside the United States government. I was in the U.S. Navy. I worked in Navy intelligence. I'm telling you, these are exactly the types of people that you would find, especially in Washington, D.C. Listen to this. I don't know what the future... This is so dramatic. This is the theater kids, right? I don't know what the future holds, but I refuse to bow down to this fascist, authoritarian elite class. Knowing is coming to save us, but we have to hold the line. Let me tell you something right now. The theater kids are being thrown out of government at long last. The theater kids are done. Exit stage right.
Okay, like, stop playing. This is so crazy because, like, come on now. Let's be serious. And this is the reason why they were fighting back, y'all, because Doge discovered that they were, funding illegals. And they're all trying to stress their voice and stuff like that. It makes no sense at all. The Doge stream arrives at the RS protesting federal workers' aid badly. Workers sing again badly, y'all. They've been singing lately, singing all this bull crap, talking about y'all stand with us and be with us. Hell no, y'all on your own. Not the common sense crew. We ain't, hell no. We looking and laughing with common sense. Let's get it.
Satisfying Doge update today. The Department of Government Efficiency has arrived at the IRS. This gang of brilliant young men have been terrorizing the bureaucrats who treat our federal budget like monopoly money, exposing tremendous waste, saving the country $1 billion every day. The details shocking many people who had no idea how ugly and wasteful Washington really is with our hard-earned money.
Tax dollars.
What Doge is exposing will make it much harder for Americans to be compliant with the tax man who wants to send Washington a huge chunk of their paycheck if they're going to spend it on condoms in Africa and promoting transgenderism in Latin America. And as your government wastes about a quarter of every dollar that you send them, when you don't pay them, you notice that the IRS likes to throw you in prison.
Hell yeah.
So when Elon's team showed up today at the IRS, let's hope they felt the same panic of every American who's ever received a notice of audit from them. Remember, this was our last administration applauding as they hired 80,000 IRS agents. Give us more money. Pay your fair share, they scolded us.
So they did hire.
Give us more so we can light it on fire. Use it to build up what we want. And as Doge works to expose all this, the bureaucrats in Washington have resorted to singing more.
Oh, Lord.
Check it out.
Here we go.
We shall not be. We're fighting for our children. We're fighting for our children. Sing with us. We shall not be moved. We're fighting for our children. We're fighting for our children. We shall not be moved. Federal workers matter. Federal workers matter. We shall not be moved.
Who put them
It's actually a
bimbos?
worse song than the one from a couple of days ago, which is impressive. We're fighting for our children. Federal workers
We shall not
sing.
move.
Federal workers matter, they say. People who've been working from home for the last 5 years. It's probably the first time they've been outside since Thanksgiving. What
Facts.
hardworking private sector American actually sympathizes with something like that? Anyone paying taxes looks at our government with a healthy disdain because it's so big and it's so overfunded. I mean, $7 trillion a year. That is a number you can't even comprehend.
Facts.
Even swampy Republicans who have grown this government out of control for decades have been smart enough to keep their mouths shut in this moment. But the Democrat Party has collectively adopted the dumbest response ever to this push
Look
for
at these
government
fools.
efficiency. They are just fully
Look at 'em.
outraged, and they won't stop screaming.
Look at these bimbos here. And who told them who I want to know what bimbo came up with the idea, y'all, let's sing this song. I'm gonna write these words and stuff. Let's sing them. I don't care if we on tune or not. Let's just, let's get it out there. Let's go. Man, these bimbos need to be put to rest. Cause I'm sick of them. I'm sick of these folks. All right, the IRS is going to fire thousands of federal workers as soon as next week, baby. And they have not been playing. Let's get into it.
Mr. President, Doge workers arrived today. Gavin Clagger and others arrived today at the IRS. Do you expect to close the IRS, or what are you expecting?
No, I don't expect it, but
the ERS.
but I think that the Internal Revenue Service will be looked at like everybody else. Just about everybody's going to be looked at. So it's they're doing a hell of a job. It's an amazing job they're doing, and that force is building. I call it the force of super geniuses. But it's building. And, they go up and they talk to some of the people about certain deals, and the people get all tongue-tied. They can't talk because these people get it. They're very smart people. We need smart people, yes.
Mr. President,
And that's just that.
Doge workers arrived today.
Look here, I don't give a damn how young these folks is, okay? They're doing what needs to be freaking done. With that being said, y'all, I'm going to say this. New government workers says 19-year-old Doge employees are having a 15-minute interviews with these federal employees to justify their existence before determining if they should be fired. This is good, okay? They sit here judging by their ages, but these folks is calling y'all out on y'all ish, and I'm loving every bit of it. I don't give a damn how young they are, okay? Come on, we got Elon Musk. What y'all think? What do y'all think? We got a genius already. So you don't think he's finna find a whole bunch of other geniuses to call y'all out? Let's get into it.
last week. My colleagues are checking. Justify their existence. Advisors.
Okay.
1 minute. Top it all off. Backed up on. Always been blocked off for this. Queer and trans folks. Public.
Look at this. We signed them up to do a job. We voted for them to do a job, and they are doing exactly what we, the people, asked for. Regardless of the situation, it is time to clean house. And when I say clean, baby, I mean they are cleaning. Ain't finna be no dust. Do y'all hear me? Stephen Miller confirms that all federal employees who don't show up to the office on Monday will be fired. If you refuse to come back to the office, you are going to be laid off while federal taxpayers are subsidizing Netflix watching at home. Let's get into it, y'all. They not playing with these folks.
After this expires at midnight on Monday, this offer for 8 months of paid vacation at the end of their term, will it go to layoffs if people refuse to come back to the office? What comes next?
Well, of course, if people refuse to come back to the office, they're going to be laid off. I mean, why would federal taxpayers be subsidizing Netflix watching at home for so-called federal workers? In other words, how can you call yourself a federal worker if you never show up at the office? We have these giant cavernous office buildings in Washington, D.C., carved out of marble, stone, and granite in the Greek classical style, some of the most gorgeous buildings on earth. The taxpayers fund it, they pay for, they upkeep, they provide electricity to, and no one's showing up. And what are they doing at home? Watching their favorite streaming shows?
Chilling.
It's crazy. Of course they have to get back into the office because they work for everyone watching me today
Well, they've had a
and
very
watching you
good
today.
gigs. After this expires at midnight on Monday, this offer for 8.
And I just want to make this clear, y'all. What content is old to some people is very new to others who are on the journey, who is searching, who's looking to try to find out like what's going on and things like that. Because somebody made a statement like, "Oh, this is old," and I'm like, it doesn't matter if it's old because what's old to you is new to other people. This is the point of getting this content out, regardless of the situation. You get what I'm saying? So no. Also, some of this stuff is actually new to me. I'm learning myself. I'm on this journey myself. So don't settle yourself to say, oh, this is, oh, no. Old to you, but new to so many other people. Let's get back into the video, though. Let's get back into these, y'all. All right. Federal employees is freaking out because she will have to work 5 days a week in person after Trump's EO. Let's get into it. Here we go with the meltdowns.
You guys, OPM last night published a memorandum that said that all federal employees work 5 days a week starting next week. It was dated yesterday, but I don't know how late it came out because we would have found out about it sooner. No later than 5 p.m. on Friday, January 24th. That's tomorrow. They have to revise their telework policies, and telework policies, I'm pretty sure, get implemented right away. It says agencies should advise OPM on the date of the agency will be in full compliance with the telework policy, so they get to report what they're going to do, which is, okay, that's good. But if an employee's official duty station is more than 50 miles away, so if anyone works fully remote for the government, they have to be moved or they have to move offices. That's crazy. Terminate remote work arrangements and return to in-person work for respective duty stations on a full-time basis, provided that they make exceptions as they deem. Unless excused due to disability, qualifying medical condition, or other compelling reason certified by the agency head or employee supervisor. 5 days a week in person.
Oh my God. Why is this such a big deal? Get up off your tails and get back to work. It's just simple. It's that simple. I work Monday through Friday. Okay? I get up off my butt and I go inside the office whether I want to or not. Why? Because bills got to be paid. And why are we spending tax dollars for folks to be sitting on their tail and not actually working? And here you go, the whole government bagged up. Can't nobody get nothing through. Get up off your tails, get back to work. It's just that simple. And I'm pretty sure by now they are doing it. Because some of them have been taking Trump's little offer that he gave them. Some of them gonna sit there until, hey, they figure it out. Now, of course, Democrat in today's hearing was whining because RFK Jr. is going to drain the swamp and fire federal employees who do not put the health of American people first. Y'all, everybody protesting and crying is the ones against the corruption, the ones who had a part of it and who is a part of the problem. Just take notes and be paying attention. Let's get into it.
I'm very, very concerned that someone that could be entrusted with our nation's health, RFK Jr. has recently said, and I quote, that he plans to have a big role in the administration as it relates to health, and has just days ago pledged to gut the NIH, firing hundreds of scientists and researchers on day one. And I'm going to show, this is from ABC News, the headline that just appeared a few days ago, which, if we're talking about pandemic preparedness, and with all due respect to the committee and the work, the fact that we're considering to bring somebody on with no scientific or medical credentials, who's falsely claimed for decades that vaccines cause autism, who has, quite frankly, said just outrageous comments about science and medicine, that this person would come in to gut the NIH, I think is shameful. I think is shameful. And Ms. Green, you can clap all you want, but it is shameful.
And I'm clapping with her because this is the thing. Y'all, they trying to keep their money, y'all. They trying to keep their money. It's all about money. It's all about power and money. It's all about power, money, and control. That's all they want to do. They're not really caring about the people or all this other type of mess. They are caring about their pockets. Let me make myself clear. They don't give a freak about y'all. They don't give a freak about this country. They only care about their pockets. And I'm with Green. Yes. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go.
Dangerous. And if this committee is about pandemic prevention, we should be very concerned as a country that RFK Jr. could be put in charge of health when he is a vaccine denier and has caused great harm to the American public.
He's here. He's here. He's here. He's here. He's been confirmed. So run. It ain't no fun. When I'm running got the gun, it ain't no fun. Ha! That man already confirmed, baby. Let's get to work. Let's get to work. Let's get to work. RFK, let's get to work. Okay, exactly. Federal employees right now.
I'm really looking forward to sitting down with you and finding out more about what you do here.
Anytime.
Yeah. What do you do here?
Excuse me. What is wrong with this woman? She's asking about stuff that's nobody's business. What do I do? Really, what do I do here? I should have written it down. Something. Quabity Ashwins. No, but I'm getting close.
I'm really looking forward to sitting down with you and finding.
Yes, I agree. Well, y'all, welcome to getting back to work like we've been doing. And of course, y'all, here we go with this bimbo right here. Maxine Waters looks terrified and let out a fraudulent slip on Wednesday. If Musk is serious about investigating federal workers, the next logical step would be looking at elected officials and the millions they amass, making $174K, since they're the ones who write the laws that allow this kind of wealth accumulation in the first place. I am so sick of this dry wig, dry looking bimbo here. Let's hear what this. And y'all notice she really just going, all of them really just going in because they are part of corruption, y'all. They had a hand in it and they don't know how to take it. And they mad because Elon and his young crew are taking these folks out left to right. Keep that in mind. Let's get it.
Musk comes knocking at the Fed's door. You gonna let him in?
Hell yeah.
I don't have anything for you on that.
I do, yeah.
Would you like to tell us today that you won't let Doge into the Federal Reserve or have access to the systems and the data?
So I don't have any, we've had no contact, and I don't really have, I have nothing for you to report today on that.
Well, you know what happened to Treasury, and you know what happened over at the CFPB, and the people of this country are being violated because all of our privacy is being taken up by Elon Musk and Trump, and we don't know what all they have on us, our bank accounts, everything that in our lives. So I want to protect it in the Fed. Mr. Powell, when Musk comes knocking at the Fed's door, you gonna let him in?
And we didn't reacted to this already. Like I stated before, y'all, we've been spied on. Our information is out there anyway. We, the people, voted for them to go in and do a job, and they're doing exactly what they want to do at this point. This is something we asked for, so we trust them. Y'all try to throw all this other stuff up in folks' face like we care. No, keep exposing these memos. I'm going to keep on saying it. Keep exposing them. Keep putting the fire underneath keep letting that fire underneath their tails and get what's been kept back from us for so long, as they putting it out there, and I'm loving every bit of it, every single bit of it. Okay. And with that being said, y'all, the Federal Reserve has 23,000 employees, cut 90% of them, and it would actually do a better job exposing the government waste. Okay. So some of them have already 75, I think, thousand has already took the agreement that Trump had, where they pretty much will, for the next, I don't know, 7 months or whatever, they get paid on paid leave. And the other ones have to figure it out, because they're going to sit there, I guess, and wait until they get fired. Now, the crazy thing, some of them are exempt, so they can't even take that deal. So they're literally going to have to just figure out what the hell they finna do. You know what I'm saying? And this is only for the ones that are part of corruption. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully, not everybody is a part of the corruption. Hopefully, we have some really good ones in there that was really doing what they need to do. But then again, you don't know. We don't know. So with that being said, y'all, I'm going to go ahead and end it with this. And then we're going to chop it up in the comment section, baby, like we do. Let's get into it.
Everybody was watching, Vivek, the Federal Reserve Chair, Jerome Powell. Today, interest rates were a big topic, but he's still defending their proclamation early on when they said that inflation would be transitory. Watch.
We thought the inflation was transitory. I can show you forecasts from the end of 2021 by us, by staff, by the blue chip. Everybody thought it was going to be transitory. That's why we didn't raise rates.
Is that satisfactory for you?
It's not. And the dirty little secret in financial markets, Laura, is the reason people pay attention to every little word of the Federal Reserve is not because they have some unique insight. It's because markets are looking for how the Federal Reserve is often going to mess it up next. These people have messed it up royally for the last 25 years since the academics took over the Federal Reserve and the managerial class in the late 1990s. They've actually been adverse to the interests of American workers. They've been trying to balance inflation and unemployment, mostly doing a terrible job on both. It's like trying to hit two targets on a dartboard with one arrow, badly missing on both. The reality is the Federal Reserve needs to go back to one purpose of stabilizing the U.S. dollar as a unit of measurement. And by the way, they don't need 23,000 employees to do that, which is what they have today. They could have a 90% headcount reduction and, frankly, do a better job so none of those excess headcount is going to find these new tasks to pursue.
Another Doge
I think that's the
target.
right path forward for the Fed.
You're still doing Doge.
Makes
I
sense
love
to me.
it. It's another target. Vivek, awesome to see you. Thank you so much.
All right, y'all. So, yeah. We're going to talk in the comment section. Now, again, I know some of this is from the beginning when Trump got in office, and then it's summing up. These people are still protesting. Again, a lot of them took the little deal. A lot of them are just waiting to see if they're going to be fired. Doge is actually interviewing these folks to try to see, yo, are you really worth staying here, or are you up out of here? And I'm loving every bit of it. It is now time for them to put fire and keep the fire up underneath their tails. Because I'm telling y'all, they've been saying this since day one. When they got into office, they have been keeping their promises. And now they're putting their foot down even extra harder by saying, if you do not abide by the laws that the president came up with in executive order, the executive orders that he signed, then we are going to take further action. We're going to take further action. So you can either be with them or sit aside. Sit aside. Because they're going to get the job done. We the people asked for it. We the people want it. We the people are loving it. And I'm going to just tell them to keep on exposing. And of course, yes, save our tax dollars and use it towards actually helping the American people that are going through crisis. My heart goes out to the mother who was homeless. Her 5 kids have been sleeping in the van. I don't know if the van ran out of gas. I don't know if it malfunctioned or anything. However, she lost 2 of her babies, a 2-year-old and I believe the 9-year-old, because it was so cold. It was so cold, y'all. And she said that she had been begging and asking for help for 3 months and nobody helped her. But yet we got illegals in luxury hotels living it up. Make any of that make sense? It don't. So Trump administration, Doge, everybody a part of that. Keep doing what y'all are doing, and that's cleaning house and keeping these folks with their heads cut off running around like crazies, because I'm loving every bit of it. Let's chop it up in the comment section, y'all.